So, although it's Wednesday, this will be the only other question time for this week, because of course tomorrow we have Budget 2017 at 2 o'clock. The budget's presented by the Minister of Finance and followed immediately by the budget debate and the various party leaders having their opportunity to comment on the presentation of the budget. Immediately after our 12 questions to ministers, because it's Wednesday, we'll have the general debate. As soon as that concludes, which I expect to be around 4 or 4:15 this afternoon, we go back to dealing with the Trade, Anti-Dumping and Countervailing Duties Amendment Bill. This I spoke about yesterday as it went through its committee stages. It's a relatively technical piece of legislation. It will receive its third reading this afternoon and then go off to the hands of the Governor-General for royal assent. That's followed by a taxation bill, first reading of the Taxation Annual Rates, Employment and Investment in Income and Remedial Matters Bill, an omnibus bill, so quite a number of measures. It does set the tax rates for the next financial year. Of course, there are rumours that the budget could well change those tax rates, but we'll have to wait and see. We then move to the second reading of the Land Transport Amendment Bill. This is a piece of legislation to improve the workability of alcohol interlocks, strengthen the managing of fare evasion in public transports and other measures such as that. The final piece of legislation, if we get time to start a second reading on the Energy, Innovation, Electric Vehicles and Other Matters Amendment Bill. This is a piece of legislation that attempts to amend 4 current acts, the Electricity Industry Act, the Energy Act, the Land Transport Act and the Road User Charges Act, all about developing government's policy of seeing increased use of electric vehicles on our road. So a busy day ahead of us. If we get through that amount of work, I'm sure the government will be very happy with progress. And then of course tomorrow, as I mentioned earlier, is Budget Day.